Hello everyone. So a couple of months ago, I went on a school trip. So you'll be seeing the footage from the trip in the background. And forgive me for any low quality stuff or anything. I'm still a noob at filming. Anyway, the trip was in Seoul, and the first place we went to was the War Memorial Museum. And when we got there, the students first had to go to this small classroom inside of the museum. And the vice principal and my co-teacher told me that I could just have free time and just walk around and just look around and do whatever I want. So I walked around for about an hour and I looked at pretty much everything in there, and there was a lot of stuff. I learned a lot of interesting stuff about Korea. It was pretty cool, but after a while I got pretty tired. And this was only the first stop of the day and I was so exhausted from that. So I went back to the classroom and found everyone leaving because they were getting ready to go start their walk. So that was that was pretty tiring going for a second walk. But then after we went on the second walk, we came back to the classroom where the students had an arts and craft activity, and they also had to make a what's the word? Like it's kind of like a pop-up book of a traditional, not traditional, like an old Korean village during the time of the war. So yeah, and it was really interesting how the name of the village in Korean was Dogpu Village or something like that. Yeah, anyway, the next place we went to was we went to Hongdae, which I'm sure many people are familiar with. In Hongdae, we went to the Trick Eye Museum, which I highly recommend everyone goes to. It's like a perfect place for tourists. There's all these really funny things that you can take pictures in, and my students really loved it. There was also a mirror maze, which you're seeing on screen right now. That was really confusing. It was my first time to ever see one of those in real life. Yeah, so this place was really fun, even though if it doesn't matter how old you are, like this place is really fun. I highly recommend everyone go there. Yeah, there's so much to see in here. There's lots of like statues and lots of places that you can sit down and take photos on. There's all these interactive things inside the room. It's really fun, and I don't think it's that expensive as well. So if you're in Seoul, I highly recommend. Inside the same building, there's an ice room, which I had no idea we were actually going to. But yeah, of course, this place was extremely cold. It was really cold in this place, and the students were complaining about how cold it was, but they were going insane, like touching everything and sitting down on everything. Yeah, even this boy on the screen right now, he chose to sit on that bed, but the whole time he's just complaining about how cold it is. It was it was a really good time. The next place we went to after that was called the LG Science Hall. So we went to an LG company building, and we had to climb stairs to not the top, but to a certain level. I don't even know where we were actually. And when we were in there, we were guided by one of the women in there, and it seemed like it was kind of like a they made it seem like you're traveling through space, or through you're traveling through something. So I think the theme of this science hall was houses. So each room of the tour was going through a different room of the house, and they talk about different science topics in each room. It was really interesting. So yeah, but it's probably more interesting for the students who can actually understand it, and also the activities that the students were doing were really cool. So the one on the screen right now is like a face combiner. So one student will go in there at a time, and then after two students do it, their faces will be combined. And this one on screen is what do you call it? The vacuum robot, remote control vacuum soccer. That is insane. I never thought I'd see that ever, but that was really cool. But it was really hard to do as well. This one was about energy and power, like how much power it requires to do certain things. So the students were learning a lot but having fun. This one was just a green screen or blue screen kind of thing. So the students were doing whatever you see them doing right now. They were actually getting told what to do, and then I don't think you can see it very clearly, but There's kind of like CGI. There's CGI kind of edit. Oh, sorry about my phone. There's CGI edited like onto the screen, and the students like love seeing themselves in the video. This next one, this was about like environmental science and stuff. So students were learning about driving and the environment and stuff. Oh, this one was really cool. So only 2 students were able to get this, and there was like a robot that like mapped their face, and then the robot will go and draw their faces. It was really cool. It drew them. The way it drew them was really cool. Oh yeah, so this is the room where, well, not room. Yeah, I guess you can call it a room. The room where the male teachers stayed in. So there was 3 male teachers, 3 female teachers, and 1 vice principal. And the vice principal, of course, got her own room. And yeah, so in this room, 1 teacher slept on the bed and 2 slept on the floor with futons. Yeah, so we went to the female students' room for dinner, and this was the next morning before we left. It was a really beautiful accommodation in Yangju. Yeah, so we didn't actually stay in Seoul. We went out to Yangju because there wasn't really much school accommodation in Seoul, so we went out to the countryside. And here we went to Olympic Park in Jamsil. So we went back to Seoul on the next day. This was a 2-day trip, by the way. And yeah, we were walking quite a lot. It was yeah, the entire 2 days trip was really crazy. Yeah, so we learned about history and stuff, and then we went on a historical tour. And I couldn't even record much here because I had a student who was just acting so bad and I had to just constantly like hold his hand and grab him when he was trying to do stuff. It was insane. Anyway, next we went to the aquarium in Jamsil, and that was really cool. I like seeing certain kinds of stuff. Like, I'm not really into fish, but certain kinds of stuff in an aquarium, like this room, is what I like in an aquarium, where like the glass is just all around you and you see fish above you. Like, I love that. And this was really cute. How the sea lion, it just like follows the hand. Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah. Anyway, I think the school trip was really amazing and really tiring. And I don't think every English teacher gets to go, but if your school allows you to, like, you should definitely go. It's a really amazing time and you can bond with your students.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm still quite new to making YouTube videos and editing videos, so please bear with me while I still like learn how to do it and keep trying to find my own style. Yeah, so that being said, this video was still kind of a experiment in a way. My last few videos, not the ones that are just like showing my face and talking, but the ones that I've been editing, like I've been trying to experiment and play around with different kinds of different styles and different ways of presenting and stuff like that. And I'm not like, I found a few things that I kind of liked, but I'm still not sure where, you know, which would be the most suitable. So I'm still trying things out. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, like if there's anything that you really liked about what I've been doing recently, or if you have any suggestions on things I can improve on, please let me know in the comments. And if you also have anything to say about the content of this video, also please let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to read them, and I'll definitely respond to all of them. So thank you so much for watching this again, and see you in the next video. Bye.